Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, Baseball Collector. Good morning. It is Saturday and it's time for another Saturday showcase. A little beast mode rummaging, looking at some vintage slabs. What has the beast got in it? And today is episode number 8. And today is actually episode number 9. And we are going to be going from about early 1963 through mid 1966 today with this row. And if you haven't been following along, just showing off things that are in the beast, it's a great opportunity for me to look at cards that I would look at anyway and just show them to you and what's in the beast. And who doesn't like to see vintage slabs? I think everybody does. So here we go. Let's get going. This is a 1963 Topps Duke Snider, Gil Hodges, friendly foes. They used to be teammates, obviously, with the Dodgers back in New York and Brooklyn. And in 1963, by then, the Mets had started and the Dodgers had moved to L.A., so you had the end of two great careers, Duke Snider and Gil Hodges. There you go on that. Let's keep going. Hall of Fame reliever Hoyt Wilhelm on the Baltimore Orioles. Shout out to B. Moore Greg. Excellent mint 6 on this card. The 63s have kind of grown on me. It's not my favorite set, but it's certainly not my least favorite set either. I kind of just like it. Here's another Orioles Hall of Fame pitcher, Robin Roberts, towards the end of his career. I love seeing the classic guys that are shown in uniforms that they're not normally associated with. Like here, Richie Ashburn. You got two great Phillies in a row, but they're on different teams. Here's Ashburn with the Mets. So, finishing it out. I love the multiplayer cards of the 60s, as you guys know. This is one of my favorites because it shows Willie Mays and Stan Musial, two of the greatest of all time. It's a beautiful card. I tried to get this card for a really long time and finally found one at a price that I liked and a grade that I wanted, and it looks sweet in that lighthouse holder. Here's another great multiplayer card in 63 showing Tom Tresh, Bobby Richardson, and Mickey Mantle. Bobby Richardson was a 1960 MVP of the World Series. I think that's right. Very cool. My mom's favorite player growing up was Bobby Richardson, so great card there. Again, 4 is about all I can afford in anything Mantle, or less if you look at this card. Here's the 63 base Mantle. Really nice card here. It's a 3. I almost said it's only a 3, but Eric would get mad at me because we're not supposed to down talk our cards. Here's a beautiful 3 of Mickey Mantle. Look, any Mantle's great, and I'm blessed to have quite a few, so I love that one. And the reason I have quite a few is I buy kind of low to mid grade ones so I can afford them. Here's Louis Aparicio with the Orioles. Lots of Hall of Famers with the Orioles in 63. I don't know what their record was that year, but they had a lot of good players on their team. At least players that had great careers. Nice little 5.5 on that one for Louis. Tiger Twirlers. Man, those are hilarious ears for Don Mossy. I mean, he looks like he could just blow away in a stiff wind, but love the uniforms. Hall of Famer Jim Bunning is pictured on that card. 63, again, chock full of these awesome pairings and multiplayer cards. Ernie Banks, Hank Aaron. I mean, look at that beautiful card. Great centering on it. Excellent mint 6 on that. Here is Stan Musial's last regular issue card for Topps, and this is part of the top 300 cards by Mike Payne. It's a near mint 8 MC, so it's miscut, as you can see, but a lot of cards are miscut. So I'll buy qualifiers when the card presents well otherwise. I mean, I have other cards that are miscut worse than that, and they're not labeled miscut, so that doesn't really bother me because you can also get them so much cheaper. Like this card here, Here's a Joe Torre, and it's a 6 with a stain. But for the life of me, I've looked this card over. I can't find the stain anywhere. So to me, the card presents great. It's really a 6, and so I love it. I'm totally okay with it. Here is the 63 Aaron. Great card. Love the little inset picture, actually. Usually a portrait shown and then a little batting stance or pitching stance. That's a 5. Here's the Frank Robinson. See, that one's just as miscut as the other one. And so would this card be an 8 OC or MC if it allowed qualifiers? Well, maybe. So there's the Frank Robinson in a 6. There's the Whitey Ford. His traditional follow-through pose is not happening here, but it is in the inset picture. Really great. Here's just keeping going with 63. Got a few more. Here's the Willie McCovey. Beautiful card. Excellent mint 6. The corners down at the bottom are really susceptible to showing the wear because they're all colors, and so that makes the set really tough. And then my last card in 63 is a high number, and it's the Willie Stargell rookie card, the floating heads. I don't have the Rose, the Pete Rose rookie, but I do have this nice example of the Willie Stargell rookie, an excellent 5, and I'm more than happy with that. When you start getting upper grades in this card, it gets really pricey really quick. So, Bob Lewis. All right, moving on. 64, here we go. The first part of 64 Topps is the league leaders cards. This is the only one I have, but it's a good one. It's the home run leaders, showing 4 Hall of Famers: Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. 3 of them from the Giants, which I think is also interesting. Very, very great card of Hall of Famers. If you want to get vintage Hall of Famers, that's one way to do it. And the other way is, again, these multiplayer cards. There's the 64 McCovey and Leon Wagner. I'm actually not familiar with Leon Wagner, but Willie McCovey's on this card, and this is a near mint 7. Beautiful. Here's another near mint 7, and this card I just got over New Year's when I was up in Kansas at a card shop with my in-laws. And this is that Mickey Mantle that I picked up. Just gorgeous card. Really, really gorgeous. Centering's off a little, which would probably be even higher, obviously, if the centering was better. Continuing on, Nellie Fox, Harmon Killebrew. Awesome card, All-Star Vets. You got Nellie shown there with a big chaw in his mouth, like you almost always see him. All his pictures, he's just always got a giant plug of chewing tobacco in his mouth. There's the Drysdale from 64 Topps. Just such a clean card. The colors just are work. The red, everything's just beautiful about it. As is this next one. Really, they really thought. I mean, they must have thought about the colors and the color scheme, and because they really matched it up well. Here's the Mays in a 5. Great. There's Duke Snider's last card as a player. I think that that line coming down, I think that might actually be on the card. It's still a 6. Very nice. Here's Killebrew by himself. We showed him earlier in a multiplayer card. This is only a 3. This was given to me by, oh goodness, Fluby A Collector. So shout out to him. He sent this to me to add to the beast. But I'm thrilled to have it, and it's a great card. There is Nellie Fox's regular card for 64 Topps, showing him on the Houston Colts. Got to have some managers too. 64 Topps shows Al Lopez pictured here. This is in a near mint to mint 8. So this is definitely one of my higher graded 64s for sure. Hall of Fame manager. Here's another 7, Jim Bunning on the Phillies. I think 7s are great grades for cards in the 60s. I mean, it's a really sharp grade. But that card's not bad either. There's a 5 for the Hank Aaron. Giant Gunners, Willie Mays, Cepeda, and a 6. So I'm doing collections of Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, kind of the basic set registries for all of those players, because I'm doing the 3-decade set thing anyway, so it just makes sense to try to do their set registries, and these are on there, which are awesome. Casey Stengel, Hall of Fame manager, and a 6. This card is also in the top 300 cards by Mike Payne. AL Bombers, you got Roger Maris, Norm Cash, Mickey Mantle, and Al Kaline. 4 great players, really. Cash won an MVP, Maris won 2. You know who Mickey Mantle and Al Kaline are, but this is just a great, clean card. Nice 4, actually. Bob Lewis, and an excellent 5. This will show kind of what else you have to worry about with 64 and really any vintage is the little print dots that might creep in. It's a great card. I mean, just beautiful. Here's the base McCovey. And a 5. The Whitey Ford in a 4, but again, really nice 4. I love pitcher and coach. He's both. You'll see that a lot as we go forward for different players. As they ended their career, they kind of took dual roles as coaches and pitchers, or coaches and players. Last card, no, it's not the last card for 64. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, tops in NL. This card's in the top 300 as well. Just awesome. 2 greats right there. Absolutely awesome. There's the Phil Niekro rookie, 64. Along with Phil Roof, so the Phils, you got both Phils. Good for them. Another Robin Roberts with him on the Orioles, and a near mint 7. Again, if I can find kind of the, if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer, but some of the lower Hall of Famers, which sounds oxymoronish, but it is, they're Hall of Famers still, but if I can find them in a 7, I'm going to try. If I can get it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Another great card. Some of these are going to be sideways, and I'm just not going to turn them because it looks weird, but there's the Joe Morgan rookie for the Houston Colt 45s in a 5. Juan Marichal, excellent 5. Oh, we're into 65. Here we go. Did I say that already? Maybe, maybe not. World Series highlight card for Game 3, Mantle's clutch homer. You can see Bob Gibson pitching to him there. And New York won 2-1. That was Bob Gibson's luck. He'd, you know, allow 2 runs and lose because his offense was so terrible that they would never score any runs for him. Here's the 65 Aaron in a 6. Beautiful. The McCovey in a 6. Really good photography, actually. You see a lot of close-ups and lots of portraits, like this one. Another thing you see in 65 is quite a few, I say quite a few, there's several Hall of Famers that their last card is in 65 tops. Warren Spahn is one of those. He also has the pitcher/coach designation on his card. Finishing out his string with the Mets. What a gorgeous card. There's the Wilhelm 80C. There's the Mantle. I think I got this at the National. Maybe, maybe not. I can't remember. The last National, I should say. It's in a 5. There's the Killebrew in a 5. Trying to move a little quicker here. Yogi Berra, last card of Yogi Berra in a 6. Actually, kind of a tougher card. More expensive than I would have thought. Shown him there as a catcher and a coach as well. So the Mets had Warren Spahn, Yogi Berra on their staff as coaches and players. It's funny. There's the Steve Carlton rookie card. Joey Brings It did a video about who's the greatest pitcher who had the greatest pitching season. I voted for Gibson, but Carlton's season in 1972 was absolutely insane with the Phillies when he won 27 games and his team only won like 57 or 56 or something like that. It's crazy. Very cool. Nellie Fox. This is Nellie's last card as well, I believe. And showing him with the Houston Astros. I think the first year they had changed their name to the Houston Astros. But also pictured as a second baseman and a coach. Great way for players to kind of hang on back then and play a little bit longer and be a part of the game a little bit longer. But Nellie Fox was a coach for a long time, including coaching with the Texas Rangers. There is the Jim Catfish Hunter rookie, pictured down in the bottom right, along with Renee Latchman up in the top left, was a manager for a while. And you got another high number rookie card of the Tony Perez. Hard card to get, or expensive card to get in a good grade. Again, none of these are hard to get. They're just, you're going to pay a lot to get them if you want them in a high grade. My last 65 card is the only card I have of this set, which is the Topps Embossed, which was an insert set in 65 Topps. I think they were 1 per pack or something. And these were very, very condition sensitive and got kind of, were easy to get messed up. And so mine's only, hang on, I did it again, Eric. Mine's a 2.5, but I'm just happy to own it. It's a very cool looking design, unique. There's nothing on the back really except the card number, but this is my only one of those. So when I start my baseball card museum, I want to have examples of different sets throughout the years and inserts and all that kind of stuff. So I need one of these for my collection so I can start my baseball card museum. So here we go with 66, card number 1, Willie Mays. This is the last little bit, guys. We'll be done here through 66. But a 4 on this, but phew, it's a very, very nice 4. To get 4s like that, you just add it, because there's a 7 for Jim Hunter. Corners are slightly different, but sharper. But overall, the eye appeal's nice in the 4. There's a 7 on Jim Catfish Hunter. Love the old Kansas City Athletics hat and uniform. There's the Mantle, 66, 3.5. Shout out to Mike Hitman 23, rookie cup of Tony Perez. This is his first, individual solo card. He was on his rookie. You just saw was a multiplayer rookie. Excellent mint 6 here. Nice. Red Schoendienst had retired as a player after the 62 season, I think, and so this is his first, or not his first, a card of him as the manager of the Cardinals, which he was for quite a while. 66 has its share of multiplayer cards, and you got Bob Lewis here, twice, double Bob Lewis. Nice pink color there. That was sarcasm. There's Koufax's last card, 66 tops, and just a nice portrait right there, and a 6. Next up is Killer, Harmon Killebrew, a very nice 6.5. Not a ton of rookies in the 66 tops, but this is one of them. I say a ton of Hall of Fame rookies, I should say. This is an excellent 5 on Jim Palmer. This is a very, very old slab. This wouldn't be one that would be one that I wouldn't mind upgrading. But there you go. Here is Whitey Ford's last card, 66 tops. This one also has the stain qualifier, but again, I can't find a stain anywhere. So nice card. This is his last card as well, and it's also in the top 300, I think. Another rookie cup of Joe Morgan. Love it, absolutely love it. Love the pose. It's his first solo card. Just awesome. Hall of Famer Bill Mazeroski. Getting down to the end, guys. Getting close. Got a couple of Hall of Fame rookies coming up. First one is Mr. Fergie Jenkins with the Phillies in a 6. I think Stefan just picked that card up. Who is just went blank on his Sports Card Kid, but he's the Sports Card Dad. He just picked up the Jenkins rookie. And there's the Don Sutton rookie in a 5. Looks so young. And big ears too. Here is a Roger Maris, 66 tops. This is his last card with the Yankees. And this is part of the top 300 as well. 2 more. We're going to end with one really good one here. Hank Aaron in a 5. And the last card that I'm going to show today that's in this row, getting up in the high numbers here, is Robin Roberts, pictured with the Astros. This is his last card. And that's it. The end of his career and the end of this showcase for today. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I know it's long, but hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. I'd love comments, feedback, and subscribe if you haven't. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend and keep collecting.